Hi everyone, and welcome to Chargeback Forward's pickup since, July, wow.
July of 2011.
Alright, so I bought 212 games, so,
Okay guys, get ready. We figured out how to make this episode 10 hours long,
Yep.
so let's get right to it.
Alright.
No 10 hours?
No, you know what, let's give you the abbreviated version of what I bought.
So smart.
It is,
So smart.
Alright, so first you know what, let's get over with the games that that pretty much everyone bought.
Oh, the Me Too games.
Yeah, the Me Too, and I'm
Alright.
sure you've seen other pickups and everyone bought them, so we'll get those out of the way.
What'd you get?
First of all, Gears of War 3 limited edition,
COG.
which isn't so limited. I'm sure you can still buy it nowadays.
What's the thing with limited editions? Like, they just put it there, but there's like, there can be tons of copies. Like, what does limited even mean?
It's, you know what, there's only a few companies I ever believe when they say the word limited, and as much as I love Microsoft and Epic, I don't believe them, but I still buy it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Gears of War 3. How was it?
Excellent game. Played it a little safe, but it's still, I'd say, the best out of the series.
Wow, alright.
Yeah.
Going out in a bang, right? Is that
Yep.
the end of the trilogy?
Oof, so they say, but they said the same thing about Halo. Money talks. That's all I gotta say about that.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Number 2, and I did not buy the special edition of this. People yelling, how could you not? So Batman Arkham City, you've probably seen, hopefully by now, our top 5 of the year. If you have not,
Check out the video that we just posted before this one.
Yeah, exactly.
And where have you been? Like, honestly, we've been back on. Come on, it's so over with.
Yeah.
What's this? Why?
oh, that came in a double pack. They actually, I bought it at my local Walmart. Not an ad by any means, because not like they need the money.
Walmart.
But they packaged that in with another game. So
What was
just
the other
for free.
game?
The other game was the Game of the Year edition of Arkham Asylum, which I've already played and finished. But I'll take 2 copies any day, no problem there. As long as it's
Right.
free from Walmart.
Oh my god. All right, next.
All right, next, Assassin's Creed Revelations.
Is this series starting to run a little dry?
Yes, and here's the deal with the Revelations. Still liked it, no problems there. But for those of you like myself who have played Assassin's Creed to death, all 4 of them now, you'll realize when you play that one, it's pretty much a carbon copy of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood up until a certain point, and then they finally change it and make it a bit unique. But even me, one of the biggest Assassin's Creed fans out there, I had to critique it, and hence the reason it did not show up in the top 5 this year for me.
Are they suffering the Capcom thing where they can't count to 3?
Possibly. They're unfortunately now suffering more of the EA and Activision thing where they want to release a game in a series every year, and there's only so much they can do, so I'm hoping, I know I'm probably going to be wrong on this, I'm hoping they take a nice long break and maybe wait even for next gen for another Assassin's Creed, but I'm sure
We'll see.
in 6 months we'll be playing another one.
We'll see.
Alright, next one, Halo Anniversary Edition. Huge thumbs up on this one. As everyone knows, I hope you know, Halo itself changed console games forever. Whether you like first-person shooters or not, whether you just hate Halo because it's popular, everyone has to admit pretty much that this changed the world. This made, I'm going to say something very controversial here that people hate me for, made PC gamers back in the day shit their pants when that game came out. Because now first-person shooters can be done on consoles and done really fucking good, excuse the language there.
Thing I loved about, I gotta bring it back.
Yep.
Thing I loved about the Anniversary Edition was this. 343 Studios, who now does the Halo games, did an amazing job on this for 2 reasons. One, the updated version looks awesome, the textures are great, it's beautiful. It's kind of like, you know what you're doing, but it's like playing it for the first time.
Yep.
But, with the press of a button, you're playing a high-res, non-texture map upgraded version that's running on the original engine. So you have the game running parallel on 2 engines at the same time. So pretty impressive technical feat. Good on you, 343 Industries.
Yep. And
I'm gonna remember that. I'm gonna remember that.
It's a good way to dip the toes in the water for Halo. So now that they're making all the future games too.
And just for the record, the reason why it didn't show up on either our top 5s is because it technically is not a new game.
Exactly. We have a very strict rule where no HD remakes or anything like that get on our list because they're like.
Well, because that would have been Ico and
Yeah, exactly. Child of the Colossus. So there you go.
All right.
All right. Next one of the Me Too games is Zelda Skyward Sword. I was lucky enough to get a special edition of this one. Again, if you've seen my top 5, you know where this ranks, and you know how much I raved about it, so I'm not going to repeat all the same things again. But people have asked me on our Facebook page, by the way, like our Facebook page,
Like it, click, 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 click. And follow us on Twitter.
Exactly. Oh, there you go. I was posting comments as I was playing it and some funny pictures from it, and people were really getting into it, so enough said there.
Quick story about how Big Mike got this is we were actually in Vancouver visiting friends, and a certain video game chain has a particular policy about not holding your reserved copy for over 48 hours, and since we were out there, Big Mike had to make magic happen.
Yep.
Or a place would have been set on fire.
Yeah.
Mysteriously, of course. We would never condone any of that.
A few panicky phone calls later, and thankfully they did pull it for me.
Fucking game!
It was pretty much like that, just more whimpering and crying. Alright, so we've gotten through the Me Too games. Well, not all of them I bought, but enough to get you satisfied.
Yes, man.
So let's move on to maybe some more of the stuff that maybe not a lot of people bought. Maybe it was just me, or maybe people are more interested in. Alright, so first on the list is another part of the series that only Terence can pronounce. And Terence, try hard on this one, because I sure as hell cannot.
What the hell does that even say?
Exactly.
Does it have that in a proper font? Hold on, I actually have to...
I don't think it does. How about just the first word? That's good enough.
Oh my god, so this is the second alchemy RPG of our land, which is Atelier Totori?
T, yeah.
Totori? Well, whatever, guys.
Yep.
It's like NIS seems like they want to like call these games. It's ridiculous.
And for those of you who watched our NIS trilogy unboxings, you'll notice one thing that we all noticed, that
it was got awful boring.
That too. And this box is a tad smaller than those other special editions, so maybe cutbacks at NIS.
I don't know. What do we got in there? It's got the software. It's got a visual art book, and it's got a music soundtrack.
There you go. So everything the other ones came with. Actually, I have to thank some of our viewers are actually emailing me when this came out to make sure I got it. So thanks, guys.
Thanks for spending his money once again. Awesome.
Thanks for. I was gonna say thanks for having my back, but you know, same thing, same difference.
Well, we always said we want to spend Big Mike's money, right?
Yeah, there you
guys helped.
All right, next is the limited edition of Odemedius, which is the.
Jesus,
that's a great cover.
Is that her nipple?
That could be. It could be.
Whatever happened to like us not talking about tits in season 2?
Well, that changed when I picked up this.
Oh god.
So there you go.
Oh, you were almost humping that when we did our year-end review.
Mm-hmm. That's true. I made sweet, sweet love to it after the cameras went off. So
he thinks the cameras went off. Stay tuned for that in a future episode.
So, quick rundown of that. We actually talked about it on the on podcast 69 there from.
Oh jeez, it's all Gen Gamers.
All Gen Gamers. Oh, got that.
Look at this, eh? He's all either all high and mighty or like Alzheimer's is set in.
So another continuation from the Gradius series, Gradius, Parodius, and now Odemedius. Definitely worth a look. Probably not everyone's cup of tea. I know 2D shooter fans are few and far between these days. You know, we were all fans back in the old TurboGrafx and Super Nintendo days, but
they didn't have tits like this.
Nope. At least not for our versions. All right, let's let's change countries here. Let's go to the far off land of Japan, where even though Terence and I are both born in Canada, at our heart we know we are part of this country. So,
well, everything except for the tentacle stuff, I don't really get that.
Yeah. So we've got something I should have bought years ago but did not. Is the Japanese version of Sin and Punishment for the N64.
Now there is going to be a funny little thing on this in a future episode. That we're not going to spill the beans of right now, but astute viewers could figure out how we ended up getting this, because we dropped very subtle hints.
But either way, you can buy it on the Virtual Console, and a game that Nintendo refused to release over here. Ooh, history repeats itself once again. We won't get into that
Don't
again.
Don't get me started. I made a New Year's resolution to be nicer to them.
But just to show you guys, history does repeat itself over and over and over again.
Sin and Punishment is awesome. This is a treasure game. Yeah. And it is a treasure.
And now we seem to have built up a little niche market of people who love Japanese 360 games, and I have that, what do you call it, terrible habit of buying the special edition Japanese 360 games, which is the fastest way to go bankrupt if you're looking for a way.
No, the fastest way to go bankrupt is to buy Japanese 360 to play these games on.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah, because they're so bloody expensive. I still don't own one, but I keep on buying games for the bloody thing.
We got a P.O. box. Hint, hint.
Oh, yeah, there you go. But we'll make sure it fits in.
No, don't.
4, 3.
Oh, we're not using that part?
No.
All right.